this is a really easy drawing to do, and I'm just going to be showing you how to do it just so that you do get the hang of using the tools in an actual piece. It's not very complicated, and as you can see, all the layers here do make it look complicated, but it definitely isn't. To set your colour to a black, you also want to go ahead and find the HB pencil in the sketching pack. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a mountainy sketch. If you need help, you can find an online guide. Mine was this one, and I will put it now on the screen so that you can screenshot it if you wanted. And if you were making if you were tracing, do it very simplified, because that's what we're going to be doing, but you ultimately only want the mountains. So press the little plus button and lower the opacity of the image below, and do your quick trace. If you're doing it freehand, or you're just having a guide with you, you just need to make sure your layer is empty and you can have a go. Make sure you are on the 6B pencil. And we also want to draw some rough clouds. We are not going to be using this sketch in the final picture, so don't worry if it looks absolutely terrible, just like mine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press the N and lower its opacity, make a new layer and drag it underneath. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the background to a dusty kind of orange. There we go. And this is my colour at the top. There's my hex code if you wanted to have the same one. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take your HB pencil, you're going to swipe it, and you're going to have quite a similar panel, and you can go duplicate. Now if you press this and you go over to properties, you can change its maximum size, because if you have already noticed, its maximum size isn't very big. So if you turn it all the way to its max, which I think is 100, yeah, then you have a good brush for making the rest of your scene. So the first thing you want to do is get a mustard yellow. And you just want to make a circle within almost your guidelines. You can make this a perfect circle if you want to. Then we're going to make another layer and drag it underneath. And we're going to get an off-white, kind of like this one. And we are just going to be drawing in some shaggy clouds. Or you can make really pretty ones, but I'm just going to be drawing slightly more realistic ones. Then we're going to lower the opacity, and we're going to hide it for now. If you wanted to, you can delete your guide picture. Now I am going to get a very dark blue. And we are going to start with the bottom bottom layer. So we're going to make another layer, and we're going to drag it to the bottom. And we're just going to fill in the bottom. Now we're going to make a new layer and press it once. Remember this, we are going to select clipping mask, and all you need to know is that it makes anything you do only be within this object, this one. So you are going to get a black, and you are going to make a couple of lines down here, and you're going to get the smudge tool, and you want it to be on the SB pencil. So if you press down, and all you have to do is move around a bit to smudge it. You can do some circles to smudge, or you could just do a simple line. Now we're going to do the rest, and we're going to keep on making sure that all of these are underneath this layer. If we wanted to, we could merge them together, but I'm just going to keep them separate for now. Now if we go on to the one beneath, we can get a slightly lighter blue and start blocking in the rest of these mountains. Once you get to about your last two mountains, you can pretty much switch to a different or lighter hue of blue to do these. If you wanted to, you can do them on the same layer, just because they will be a bit different to the rest. So what we're going to be doing for these last two layers is we are going to be lowering the opacity just a tiny bit, just so that it looks a bit more like it's blending into the background. Nice. After you have this, you can hide this sketch layer, and you pretty much have your mountains. Now, if you did the clouds, you can show these, and if they're looking a tiny bit awkward, you can always go to this, which is the selection tool, draw a circle or whatever around it, and press the whatever that button is and move it around. If you want some of these to have different opacities than others, you can take the selection tool and circle around the one you want a different opacity. Then you press the brush and then press the square, which brings you to a little menu. This menu, you'd say cut and paste, and then you have it on a completely different layer, which you can give completely different opacity to. If some of these layers are wrong or don't look as good, you can always fix them up. In my case, my sun looks a tiny bit weird. I also have a couple of drifting clouds in the sky, so I'm just rubbing those out. And there we go. We have our quick mountain landscape tutorial. If you are still with me, please comment waffles, because you can, and I would like you to, and it would show me that you have come this far in the video. Please help. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first ever Procreate related video, I think. So please let me know if you enjoyed it. I hope you really enjoy Procreate as well, and if you're doing this with another software, I do not know why you are doing it, but thank you for sticking around as well, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Bye!